taking my keys out. But as I'm saying, we live in, like I tell you, we're seeing being where we're at. This is definitely energy of like, I don't know. I feel like something egotistical, especially if somebody is holding the energy of like a segment energy, um, a presence. She's a presence, a force. People be thinking that it was like a bath, like she was running around here with some blade or some sword. It's more than that. You get what I'm saying? The blade can be the mouth. So, um, sharp cutting truth, cutting shit down, people down. Yeah, they may seem like they still hold these positions. I say positions, but a lot of these people are paying into these positions, and when they run out of money, it's a lot to stay there because it ain't real. Some of these so-called smart dumb cities, they've been representing these demons for a long time, vampires and shit like this, very powerful, that have sired like everybody in the community. And a lot of these people stay in these places. This is a lot of the small towns like where we come from, Lake County and shit like this. Most people stay, like where I come from, the part where I come from, most people stay there. Like one family member might say, oh, such and such moved to such and such, but I really don't think that these people move nowhere. Because if we talking about the world card manifest destiny, where they killed Christ in between those two posts, and I'm telling you, I feel like it's Milwaukee and Chicago. These people are stuck here. They got to pretend like they going somewhere else or living somewhere else, or they travel for work or something like this, or they live somewhere for a certain time of the season, like to record these reality shows and shit like this. Like reality TV is a little bit deeper. You know what I'm saying? You always wonder why, like, well, of course, they probably have security and stuff at these places. Why people don't ever walk up to people and ask them for their autographs and shit, because the whole thing is controlled. These people are no different. This is like high end, basically people following each other around the community, recording each other. It's just the higher level of it. So it's kind of like what it. So we got to take it this far where we take shit down a notch, where even, you know what I'm saying, we got to take down the truth about the presidential energy because they trying to keep the proper person out of the spot. That these people ain't really living in the White House. They're not really doing this shit like the way they supposed to be doing. Everything is not. It's even lower because more people can see the truth now. It's even brought it down lower. Like, we used to look like the president and no, some people is being able to look at this at another level because they let so many people in the entertainment industry dabble in the East of the Garden. So um I'm telling you, these people running off, ever since COVID, they're running off servers. They're running off servers when all those individuals were hired in and Biden brought all those women in. These people are scattered, working from home or working from something like that. It's not what you think it is. And it's a very dangerous situation because none of these people belong there, but they don't want to give up the power. And the power is just access to other individuals to manipulate other people's lives to play God. So this could be what this villain era is all about. And again, I don't remember God having money in the Bible. So if they think that they're going to try to deter somebody from saying that because I was at the gas station, right? And I was about to walk in. And that's how I know that they're doing a public humiliation ritual or public shaming or something on the guise of some of these family members that have a longer, in this particular county, longer standing run in these counties. Is to make it look like it's one of them that is the rising sun in this time. It's just not. They've been doing the same damn thing over and over again all this time. These are some of the, these are some of the cities that, what they call it, sanctuary, not that. It's a sanctuary for people that's coming in, finding out who the new breeds are that came up and what they have to offer, or do they have beautiful daughters, sons, so we can clone them and take them out of here and make money off of them. It's the same fucking thing all over again. These are not real police stations. Like I was even looking at some of them articles about these girls that been like shot and left in a car. Or I mean, these could also be other energies too, like little fairies and shit. Like leaving out a lot. But what was I gonna say? Um, and these girls that was burned and stuff like this or whatever. And a lot of these articles in the newspaper, it don't even say the person's name. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's doing real since I would think shit, since Hurricane Katrina, and that's kind of funny to say. Nobody's been really doing any real news anchoring or anything um for a long time. Okay. The money, they say people make shit go round or people make the world go round. No, I told you already. The world make the people go round because the world is the richest or the earth is the richest. Gaia is the one. But these people just learn how to rob somebody. Okay. That's all this is. And when we talking about the world, like, God, what it say? God something. God knows better than the world, but the world card is God on earth, is Christ. Most black people already know this, so I don't know why they trying to act stupid unless you don't believe in God or you don't believe in the Bible or Christianity or what you learned in church, then you don't. You know what I'm saying? But most people know that that's God came down in human form. All right. They just ain't never heard nobody talk about it like I talk about it in this time. So this is what I said. It would look more ridiculous if these people stole all this stuff. They so mad. But they picking at my life instead of just killing me or something like this. And I feel like somebody is thinking about doing it, like a very powerful warlock or something like this. But I'm still protected by something that these people cannot even fathom. You could be one of these people that's protected by something. Yeah, see, this is this person going back to these witches. They're not going to God, they're going to the burning bush. This angry bitches on this bush, and they try to see what to do about this person here that's on the ground. This is what this card is all about. Somebody could be even saying, "Oh, I heard she's a hoe, you's a hoe." So again, this you see all this rushing water and all this stuff swarming around this pentacle. So I was just at the gas station. I could have swore it was an older man there with like two little teenage girls or young looking ladies or whatever. And I could have swore they were sitting out there waiting for a ride or something. And I could have sworn when I was walking into the store, somebody said, "You still think that you God?" So this is just a whole bunch of people that on different levels, but I think it's more, you know, you know, just random black people and stuff like this that could be migrants or they could be from here or they could just be whatever that are on these frequencies that's listening to. It's kind of weird because like if your child might be one of these people being picked on, that mean that your child is an innocent child, but they could be going to school every day and all the little boys be on this secret server, or if they daddy is a part of these groups or whatever, and they could be looking at your daughter naked in the shower every day and she don't even know when she going to school that this is going on. One more thing I want to say. In the future, even now, they're going to start doing this push to start thing or like manipulation where somebody say some key words to somebody or something like this. And you could be like, "Oh, I'm just going over my friend's house." Somebody could just like clap 5 times or something. And then your child could just fall out. Right. And then these people are going to be able to do whatever they want to do with your child. And then the child go back home like, "Oh, I was just over there. I promise nothing happened," or whatever. And I thought about this was how many people did something like this happen to when we were younger, maybe? When you didn't do nothing, but your mama be like, mm-hmm. Or your daddy be like, "Yeah, right. I know what your ass was over there doing." And sometimes I feel like that's just like a secondhand thing, a second nature for black people. But then I thought about it, no, in some of these cases, these parents, they don't look at it the same. They don't look at it as rape and assault and stuff like this because this is a part of their culture. Why so many especially black girls, because Caucasian women don't talk to their daughters the same way. Your ass was probably over there doing this with your panties all over like this, with your booty all hanging out, over there fucking around with them boys when you be over there at that house. Don't play with me, because I'm gonna have to, you know how it is. I ain't telling no lies. All right. This will also be speaking some shit like that into existence here. Yeah, now somebody can see. This could be a ritual that was going on even so long, y'all, when our mamas was little. But they didn't know what to call it. And then when we was little, we didn't know what to call it. But now that we see the rundown or we looking back, we're like, damn, they could have been doing that to me. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm talking to my daughters about it right now. So that, the first inkling that they get, even at a young age, that they will be able to, maybe understand something a little bit more. Okay. Just like a fetish of like maybe super rich or super bored, or I told you about a lot of these tarot readers are gonna find out, um and they're gonna say, oh, because we say be careful what you do because a lie become the truth. This is a Michael Jackson spell. Okay, Billie Jean is not my son. um they don't like me saying this, but the more we push forward, the more sources telling me it's okay, go ahead, this is what the fuck you came here for. These people think it's, oh, they all tired, they sitting here, they want to sit down, spend their money, build whatever they build and stuff like this. They don't want to be listening to you. It's like, Jesus, get out of here talking that shit, go take that somewhere else. And don't be talking about what we do around here. So Jesus had to be a psychic, or he had to be anointed in some kind of way to be able to see, or Christ, or whoever this is that will be gifted or anointed or something like this, or just like I said, a son of David. Okay, they don't like it. They just don't, and I like it until I don't no more. And right now, I'm still liking it. You know, like I said, it's like a lot of these watchers with blood on their hands, because they don't talk about it because they're part of it. They're making money off of it. And there's no way. See, this is what's gonna make men's wisdom look stupid, because a lot of these people that people counting on for tarot and stuff like this, they just making money or off your pain. They know what's going on. They're making money off of it too. Okay. So somebody is in the upright, and this is why they don't want you to have whatever this is, or me, or whoever this is. Okay. Somebody could be trying to hold back some. I heard holding back the years today, but this is some type of dark magic or something here. Manipulation. I told you with these people, because these women have it. These people have the riches of this person. They're the ones saying, where should I invest this? What money, whose account should I put this in? Where should I hide this? What private LLC? What Pandora account should I put this in? Not Pandora like your radio station, but overseas account. Like, what should we do? And then there's a heavy energy of your family did this, it's these people that was manipulated, or these handlers or janky promoters or mind manipulators or benders, that have access to people's files and intel, and social security numbers now because of the breach. It's a lot of these people that's doing this. Okay. So you don't have to cast your pearls to swine. They just know who is worth something. These are fortune tellers to say who has some type of, you could have lived poor all your life, but there could have been some kind of, old land that somebody left for somebody. There could be some fucking trust fund, or, something like this. Your grandparents was in the Navy or military or something. There could be finances or funds or something. Okay. Whatever they doing, okay, it's not going to be an ending here. Okay, somebody could be, there's a lot of people that I was hearing something like some of us are being kept here, or some people are staying here to fight or something like this, or they're being kept here. A lot of women that's really gifted, we're being kept here so we can feed the tarot readers, which none of this shit is doing anything to change the world or the rest of the world. Okay? Because again, Satan is going to fool the whole world. That means that everybody here is going to be fooled by the whole world. Now, this could be why God is keeping somebody in the world card energy. That's a specific person because of the circumstances or the upbringing of somebody that is being kept afloat in some type of energy. This could be an older person. It don't have to be your child. Your child could be on the side of Lucifer. Your child could be on the side of something dark. Your child could be compromised by their other parent. Your child could be compromised by something they joined in school or with a clique of people, or gangs that they joined when they was younger. It don't have to be that. This person could be any age at this point in time. Okay, it's just a full-grown Jesus. So if the people was okay, you think God wouldn't say, if God was gonna bring Jesus here on earth, or Christ energy, you think that he ain't gonna know that these people was gonna do the stuff that they doing to somebody? That's why I said if somebody is not dead or something, this what these people want from you. Millions of people want this from a particular person here. This is the when God says, those of y'all who lie to my daughter and tell her it's peace when it's war. It's a lot of talk. I feel a lot of presence of people like, oh, we're friends or something. No, these are people that's just happy to have more information about your life than you do. So they can access it and make themselves more powerful and rich. So when we talk about like the show, when we talk about the show with Rowan on it, Mayfair Witches, we see them like cutting, the guy's neck and like getting the blood and drinking it and things like this and things like stuff start just growing immediately or whatever. But this is like that's why I said this is mental blockages, financial this is some type of financial abuse, domestic abuse. Most time when they show us domestic abuse, you see somebody on the screen with a big blue lip, a black eye, some blood coming out their nose, scared, curled up with a blanket, talking to the police or something like this. That's not what the fuck. That's why I say I like images. Sekhmet was the mother of images. I can dissect images. A lot of people can probably do this. A lot of people go with signs and symbols and shit like this. But what I'm saying is sometimes when you look at the images, it blows your mind out of what the word. That's why people trying to say, oh, words don't do this, or I do stuff with no words. But at the same time, you have to look at it like, nobody should be hitting on nobody. But it don't have nothing to go touch. In most cases going on right now in the world. It doesn't have. It's about people on a domestic level doing things that are abusive, things that are seen, and things that are unseen. And I just feel like it's at a plague or pandemic rate that this could be going on to one person or many people, many more people, and that many people are witnessing this happen to one person. Many people, if they had that mindset, or if they could see through the eyes of God, they would be talking about it the same way. They would not be sugarcoating it. They would not be saying, "Oh, somebody must have hit your car or something," when they noticed they saw somebody on camera hit you in your head last night. You know, you see what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? They would not be using these terms in tarot when everybody knows, the tarot readers know, they have to know what they mean. If I know what they mean, they have to know what it means. You know, it's like it's time for the brave, but then it's short little time right here where that shit could be over already. It really could. Yeah, we got the hitman here. People sticking up for people that got something sticking in their back. That's what I'm saying. This is the weirdest shit ever. They be laughing at those of us that might be blindfolded. They can't see what people do to us in the dark. But at the same time, you doing it for the motherfucker that got the knife already in your back. They just ain't twisted it yet. It's just the funniest thing. I don't understand. But I like talking about it. I like, talking about it. So somebody could be doing Knight of Wands activity here, like this, like a hitman, or like I said, somebody could be trying to sleep with somebody. Somebody could be trying to sleep with somebody. What is that behind? Girl, yeah, the devil. Whatever it is. I'm like, what's sliding from behind him? And it's the devil. Whatever it is, somebody has an obsession or something here. And whatever they doing, they trying to stop you from being in a relationship, a new relationship. Somebody is on something here. Okay. And I'm thinking some of these demons and stuff ain't even that powerful. So these people that want to challenge and start messing up your life and, making somebody jealous that could be with you or around you, and they don't even have enough pull or power to move you or say nothing to you or nothing. You just causing shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a warlock. I can't communicate like warlocks. I can just see y'all. I see you. I don't understand, you know what I'm saying? But I can see you. So it's like, what are you doing warlocking around here, motherfucker? You causing trouble for me with the rest of the warlocks. I can't, I recognize it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not in it. Like I'm in the world, but not of it, or something like this. It's most of us, right? Um, so yeah, somebody is doing something here. They're gonna do something, okay? And you have to think there's other entities, there's other denominations here on this earth at this particular time. And so, that could be studying and looking at people and shit like this. And there's no silver lining, is what I want to. It's almost like there's no silver lining anymore. Motherfuckers in different that been kept back for a long time are, they're not just here. They feel like they have rights now, or they doing what they want to do here now too. Like even if the shit is out of line. And this is just the truth with the Ace of Swords. It's just the truth. And these people could be planted anywhere, all around, whatever this is. But somebody is about to either knock you up or knock you the fuck out with this. This could be a male or a female, you, your partner, a child of yours. There's a lot of this like jealousy energy that I was picking up on. Some of these entities, deities, beings, they don't like people to have children, or true connections with people. Like, okay, I told you about this. In some of these situations where your children could have been already cloned or replaced. They went through all this shit, you know what I'm saying, to make it why they got to remove the child. But in some cases, they're not snatching your child after school, and you had to come back like, Rebecca, are you here? And then the backpack spilled out on the floor and the chairs knocked over in the kitchen. And then you're like, oh my God, let me call the police. Somebody must have got some. This is not this. This is like you looking at your child different. You know what I'm saying? They acting different. They looking a little different. So this is a whole, there's no grieving time. Most people that find this out, they're not gonna go run straight to the police and say, I think that this is they're supposed to be my child, but I don't think that this is my child. I think somebody got my real child, and this a different child. Nobody's running off doing that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody's running down to the local police station, and that would be probably the wrong place for you to go anyway, is your local police station. Because we already picked up in the other reading that these motherfuckers be in some of these cities. We ain't gonna name none. But that's what's going on. You understand? It's already compromised. With people that's compromised, it's a problem about compromised individuals. And compromised motherfuckers don't like motherfuckers that don't. You might be compromised too, but you don't know it. You talk like you talk, you walk like the fuck you walk. You ain't scared to go nowhere, whatever this is. They don't like that. No. More people might start doing that. All right. So let's see what else about this Two of Cups here. That's a problem. Yeah. So yeah, I'm telling you, whoever this could be somebody trying to get their shit back up again. Okay. This Page of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? This person think this is a bright idea to stop you from being in the Two of Cups. I was watching something one day. It was excuse me. It was something about a goddess, and these people was trying to make sure that this goddess did not mate or have sex with, like, consensual sex, okay, rememberable sex, right? Because motherfuckers could be taking you into the ether and doing whatever they want to do. You don't know this is happening, but somebody don't want somebody to have consensual sex with somebody. And it's like they feel like if this person gets sex, all this shit is over with. This could be why some of us girls is being, or some of us are being, I mean, boys too, whoever this is, transgenders, whoever you are. This is why they kind of want you to feel like, I always feel like somebody's. So this shit was going, as old as this song is, this was going on, even back then. Right? Okay? I'm gonna have to watch that video when I go back in, okay? But somebody thinks it's a bright idea that if they send like battering rams or a whole bunch of like angry mob towards you, if they keep money away from you, that's you are the gifts when you go up to God or you get to a God level, and you tap in and telling you what He got for you. Some of these people could be blocking this messages, blocking mail from your house, stuff like this. This could be an Empress in reverse. Okay, that could be doing this. All right. And then we have this person walking away here. It's working, or it worked. Okay. Or like I told you, somebody came in to make you in reverse. This could even like tire you down, shut you up, make you not look so big. Like somebody could have just did something recently to try to make you look small. Like, okay, say for instance, I just went to the gas station and I knew I had like some dollars with me or whatever. And I went in there and I went out back my back pocket. I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I went back in the car looking around. I'm like, hold on real quick. I'll be right back. Then I pulled out from the gas station, went back to the street, and then I grabbed my bra, and I'm like, damn, there go the money. But you already in the store trying to get only like $8 worth of shit, and somebody just seen you on the if they, because these motherfuckers be watching you everywhere you go. So somebody just seen, damn bitch, you don't got $6 to buy them chips and that drink, and you know what I'm saying? This like humiliating somebody. Like that's why I was saying when I walked out the store, there was a guy out there, and he was like, "You still think you God?" And I said, "Did I just catch that?" And then the little girls was looking at me, and they was looking, and then they were smiling, and they like something. And when I came back out, she said she heard you, and that's when I knew what the fuck I heard when I walked in there. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like he kind of had this look on his face when I came back in the store to go purchase the shit and then leave back out again. And he was like, "Oh, is you sharing?" And I'm like, and I think he was talking about something else, to be honest with you. And then I was like, "Yeah, um, something like, oh, when I said with my TV when I sit down to go eat these fucking snacks, or I said something kind of, I wasn't trying to be smart or nothing. I just said I didn't know what to say. Like, what the fuck you want me to say? We two grown ass people. He got like gray hair on his beard and shit like this. Why you asking me in the middle of the night and about to share my chips with you when I walked out the store? But it was kind of like one of them little cover up, somebody know that they kind of got caught saying something and to cover up what was said. You know what I'm saying? It just, I don't know, because what was I supposed to say? Yeah, here, come get some. I'm gonna open it up right now. Open your hand up. Like which you even, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So this could be also something about breadcrumbing. I feel like some of these cities are holding people's money and mail and shit like hostage. They either want you to stay, they either want to keep torturing you, keep playing games with you and your family, your household, or these people is like, is you gonna share that money? If we, this could be like some shit like a bribe or like, what I'm saying, somebody kidnapped your fucking money or some mail or something very important that you need to do something with. You know what I'm saying? And somebody like, you gonna share? I mean, we could get it. You still think you God? It's like that's kind of like how I put the shit together right here. Okay. So we got now that could be for me or somebody else because y'all know I talk all day on this channel and this is what we be fucking doing. So this could be for me, anybody else. It don't have to be for me. It could be for somebody else. But somebody's like playing here with this Six of Pentacles. See how he got his hand out throwing these crumbs at this person. Okay, but the person, and this is a son here with this yellow blanket on, and the dude right here with the blue blanket with the water, or the foreigner, or the person from overseas, they making something equal for them. So this like they giving these people equal rights, but the sons of God or the American gods, they throwing some breadcrumbs. Look at that shit. Some little trinkets, couple pennies. You know what I'm saying? It's like the people that was coming here, across the border, they was getting them nice hotels and tearing them hotels up. And we sitting here with inflation trying to make sure we can pay our motherfucking bills. You understand? You see what I'm saying? Paying, ridiculous prices for a pack of bacon and shit. This is what this is. Or when you go down to the public aid office, if you was to do it, okay? These motherfuckers want to know everything about you. But these people was able to come right over the border and say, give me that fucking I don't even like this food that y'all are serving us here. You get what I'm saying? But again, this could be exaggerating something to cause some type of, it depends on who you are. Because some people don't need food stamps. So it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't need assistance. So it really don't matter. But, it's kind of like being careful with what we see on the media, on the news, and then what the fuck really going on. Because I don't think all those migrants was from Mexico and from the border. I think that these were people that were outside, like off the grid or outside of things. Or these are people that like say, I'm not having my baby at the hospital. I'm doing home births and I'm gonna start what do you call it? Prepping or something like this. But these people are given little sporadic jobs to do, like hold back people's mail. Some of these people was the ones that was rifling through our homes, taking paperwork. I just found my marriage license. I took it in my house. I had it in my house. And I came out here and today I found it back in my car on the floor. And I'm like, I was just looking for this fucking thing for 2 days. It was not in my car. But my daughter used my car. My so-called daughter used my car. And when she came back, I just came in here just today after she was using it, and I looked on the floor and I'm like, oh, there's the marriage license. You see what I'm saying? It's shit like this. So I don't know what somebody could be doing. I don't know if somebody's trying to alter, like, where you from, or it's like a trade-off, like your hometown is trying to, they don't want to completely erase you, but they don't want to associate you with your hometown. So some people, you might go trying to find your information, and they like, no, your marriage is registered in this county. Like, I don't know, like I said, or somebody could have been went to go claim something. Why somebody would have to come in your house or your car to take your marriage license, and instead of just picking you up and saying, hey, it's some shit down here for you, your auntie and them, or I heard my mom and them talking about it, and I don't think it's right. I heard they said that it's down here at this office. Let's go bring your ID and shit, and let's go down here and claim it. Somebody got to sneak in your fucking house and take it. It don't make no sense to me. Okay? But this is what's going on in America. Yeah, we got the parrot energy. And somebody like, but I feel like this might have something to do with timing. All right. I feel like this has something to do with timing. People know that there's some kind of protocol or presence here right now. And so they can maybe get into these places, but you can't get into these places yet. Maybe there's a heavy presence of water. I'm seeing a lot of blue here. Excuse me. And people could be trying to sneak and get shit settled in, but it's certain stuff that they can't do is going to cause too much attention. Why? I don't know. Because it's a lot of water energy, bricks energy, and all that shit is here. But these people with the maritime and admiralty laws, these people, they just don't have nothing to do with Tyree. They could be looked at as this too. What do you have to do with the earth people or the indigenous? Why is Poseidon? That's why I'm saying, even if we want to look at the guys like Poseidon, why is y'all doing all this? You know what I'm saying? What I, I don't understand. Because you got a toxinous law, you got indigenous law. They said indigenous law outweighs maritime law, but a toxinous law outweighs fucking, you know, indigenous law. Nobody liked to see when I was in the indigenous community, we was passing around information about American Indies and shit like this. Nobody was talking about a toxin law. They was not. Or they was talking about aboriginal, natives, indigenous, these kind of things. They wasn't talking about that. Because I told y'all, before they started the indigenous community where all these people was like, we ain't black, we ain't from Africa, blah, 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 blah. They already planted most of these, excuse me, most of these people that got really big with that shit. And they got like Dan Calloway and all them, and Phoenix Moon. These motherfuckers is not, and Janice, they is not fucking American. At some point in time, they found that they was not. And they start clipping your shit. This is what it's talking about in the Bible when it said that these people going to come and hang themselves, that these people that hang themselves from other people's trees or from trees, or the people that are hanging from, they're going to try to take you with your emotions, especially as black people, right back to fucking slavery. Yeah, they was no, this is talking about motherfuckers coming from this other countries and hanging themselves on your family trees and moving you niggas on, especially if you got a deeply embedded lineage. And hanging themselves on your trees and making you a stranger, like Martin Luther King said, in your own motherfucking land, right? And then when some of his other speeches that they didn't have to, because in school they programmed us with "I have a dream," but he got a lot of other fucking speeches, So it's like when he was like, they brought these people here and taught them how to farm. Not only that, they paid them to farm. They took them to school and paid for the school to help them farm, so they could take farming jobs and farming land from you. So they was bringing motherfuckers in from other. So this is basically the same thing. But what we don't understand is if some of these leaders was not really killed and they was taken in the background, these motherfuckers is doing the same thing. They found out how to run the system. So they look just like us, or some of these people ain't even. They been spliced and they not even the same damn. Listen what I'm trying to tell you. When that motherfucking governor get out there and said these died people, they want to do right, they just don't know. These is motherfuckers that they could have been Caucasian, but could you imagine? Mm. Some of these people ain't. I done seen it with my own eyes. They either splice these motherfuckers and they not. Did you ever notice how much fucking Jean Benet Ramsey daddy looked like fucking Martin Luther King? They can't come back here the same. And people say, oh, reincarnated, what the fuck do that mean? Because I done already seen it. That's why I put so much of that shit on my Facebook page. You can't deny what the fuck. My words won't come back motherfucking. What it say in the Bible? My words won't come back void. You might not see it right now, but one day you'll say, damn, that girl, she said that. I'm telling you. It won't come back void. Somebody is like a copycat or something, or a parakeet. Somebody could be from somewhere tropical, but somebody be like just saying everything you say or something. Like somebody trying to keep somebody channel small. You know what I'm saying? And they got a whole bunch of people watching it. Everybody's watching. They ain't gonna have no likes, no shares, no comments. Ain't nobody, your numbers ain't gonna go up. But everybody's watching your shit. And then here they go on here doing these videos and getting all these views and shit like this. Somebody is doing this shit on purpose. Somebody trying to trap a lot of us that's really intuitive or we really see. They trying to act like in the public eye we can't see nothing. Oh, you're not talking about what we talking about. So you don't know what you're talking about or something like this. But secretly, they're trying to keep us here or keep us stagnant or keep us watching them on tarot talk about what the fuck we personally thinking by fucking with your intellectual property. And the only motherfuckers who could have came in the regular neighborhoods and did that shit would be people from the motherfucking industry, especially the music fucking industry. Period. So whatever they didn't like the labels doing to them, they doing it to regular motherfuckers that sprinkled all over the motherfucking nation, all over the world. It's just the same thing. You're going to learn that some of these labels or these lower end labels and stuff, this is all they were doing. Some of these people was not fucking talented. They didn't know how to do. And now that they done got some of y'all that's really talented or could really write or something like this, they don't even know how to. This is why the music industry ain't sounding the same no more. They don't even know how to, because you left out the conduit of the key, motherfucker. Regardless of that, if it ain't me, or y'all took some of us apart. And now you don't even know how to, you don't even know how to, you don't even know how to do what the fuck they was doing. Now you got these people. You done compromised them. You all up in their head. You watching them write their little songs and shit down. You know, and you don't even know what to do with it. You didn't try to hate on the top niggas and stuff like this that you said was doing this or had ghostwriters and all this other stuff. And they probably knew how to do it, but now you got it and you don't even know what to do with it. But weird to me. It's weird. So we got people calling themselves stars. But I told you yesterday, what did I say? A lot of these stars about to be stardust. It says the ones that's like unto the stars, they go on and on. Not the stars. So somebody got real smart and said, oh, the stars, let's just use that. God makes stars. Stars don't make stars. God makes stars. Some of these people are part of some of these little, oh, I'm not going to be able to get in this, or now I'm not going to be able to get in Hollywood. Okay, well, I'm about to start my own thing. So they made it like little chitlin circuit or traveling circuses or, stuff like this. And they became family and these people, whatever. And they stopped worrying about the talent and performing. And they saw that they can just, what? Feed off of talented people, find talented people, sell them a dream and just take their motherfucking dreams with them and leave a motherfucker with nothing. It's basically just what it is. All right. And we don't know who these people, this is just this is the intel that I'm picking up. I think I know who some of these people is, but I don't really go that deep and try to exploit it on that level unless I really want to go into it. But you know what I'm saying? It's just, you just need to know. You don't need to think like me, motherfucker. Just think. You get what I'm saying? Some of you might be like, damn, I was just very, my ace of cups was full. I was just doing all this other stuff. And now you slowly having to regain or build it back up again. That's what they want you to do. I ain't doing shit. I be empty-headed motherfucker that just know in my motherfucking chest, nigga, what I'm talking about or whatever this is. I ain't doing, I don't want to read shit else. If it ain't coming from source or from my motherfucking energy, my core, I don't even want to say it. I'm not about to. It's like training monkeys. Now go back in there and learn how to do right number B or something, or letter B. No. So you can just come steal my shit and leave me with nothing. No, you out your fucking mind. Somebody crazy. Yeah, we got this blue energy in reverse. This could also be like this inky and enlil. Like somebody, at first people thought it was funny and shit. That one of the people's like, oh, I was just giving these people some kind of, information that, whatever. And the other one was like, no, that's against the fucking, we ain't supposed to be, no. Somebody could think that whatever I'm talking about right now is old. Whatever somebody that's running game and talking this shit, this esoteric shit, these is the motherfuckers robbing us too. Black ones too. Well, I don't discriminate, nigga. I see your ass. I don't want to hear shit about civil. A lot of these people is retired civil rights people trying to steal the shine from motherfuckers like us that came here to change the planet for good, for real. They kids and shit. Man, you not idolizing this person? You not wearing no t-shirts with this? No, motherfucker. They had their turn already. You call it disrespectful if the fuck you want to. Like they try to say in the Bible, it's going to be a disrespectful nation that don't. No, but the disrespect had to come towards us first. You get what I'm saying? Like, fuck that. I don't care how old you is. If you don't respect me, I'm not going to come up on you with no shit. But if you don't respect me, motherfucker, I don't care if you my mama. I'm not. I won't talk to your ass no more. I won't talk to you. You know what I'm saying? I won't. I won't pick up the phone. Motherfucker, I ain't going to talk to you. I'm just telling you. If you fucking up my chi, unless I got to live with you, then I might have to just learn how to adjust. But no, I'm not doing it. We in a different motherfucking age. Times shit is different. We in a different age. Okay, so we got right here. All right. So something might not be right. Now this is right, like writing with a pencil, but it's in reverse. All right. So something is not right about what these people are doing, or you didn't sign up for this, or somebody could have did perjury or something, signed something, a check or something with your name. All right. This could be people coming back in from other countries, that ran off with these inheritances and these trust funds and shit 10, 20 years ago or whatever like this. Or these are people that just, they ran off, or they was ushered out, or, people using chaos energy to, get people to move away or something like this. These are people that could have also taken guardianship over other grown-ups. So that right now the age of information is kind of still here. You not getting the same type of information. This goes off of like your caste here. Okay. At one point in time, all the priests and shit and the people that was coming out with all that information, remember the propaganda and stuff with the past 10 years? But again, now a lot of these people down here down in the underworld and shit, they know, this was they was in the underworld doing studying and trying to perfect something so they can come back and execute something this time. They don't give a fuck how they get it. It's just somebody wanted to get something more than what they thought black people or these people or Mexicans or whatever this is was getting. You see what I'm saying? So somebody could be saying you wrote something, a letter, shit, for anybody. This could be something. But with this thing right here, with somebody paying or breadcrumbing, somebody could have wrote like they your guardian or something, or wrote your name on something to give away your rights to a child, or to say that somebody's going to be the heir to your throne, or something like this, or to your estate. Yeah, somebody could be doing something like that, and you really didn't do that, so now you getting the short end of the stick. And somebody that's a alien. Now, an alien, it just says that an alien, the definition for alien in etymology is somebody that's from a distant place. It don't necessarily say somebody gonna come in a spaceship and fly around your house and abduct you and probe you. No, it just say that it's somebody from a distant place. So with these generations and this migration, some of the people that was raising you in your so-called family unit when you was back in the 80s, these niggas took something, or they took an offer or a bribe. They live in Texas now. You understand? The motherfuckers that's in your family from 1980 to 1990, For some of these people that's a part of this program or whoever, whatever I'm talking about, those ain't the same people. You could look at old pictures. You could see these people change. They get older, but in a certain fashion. You could tell these is not the same fucking people. Okay. So for some of these gifted children or some of these chosen ones, this happened every 10 fucking years. All right. So you the people that you go, if I call my auntie, I'm just gonna make up a name, Julie, right now, and say, "Hey, auntie, can I stop by?" This ain't who the fuck. More than likely, but I told y'all, I think that the old ones have come back now. All right. So in some of your situation, the old ones from the 80s, they is the ones that's back now. And if you go there, you're gonna maybe feel the shift. All right. It depends on what your situation is. All right. But they're not gonna tell you anything. What we talking about, these indigo children and all this shit like this, you're getting intel some other kind of way. And so you got to be careful because it could be coming from something else and it's not really your intel. But when you know, you know. When you got eyes to see, you see, and hear, you hear. You don't have the facts, but most likely, like I say, if you were one of these people that these people is testing on or something like this, you're not gonna know. Okay. But some of these people that's these tarot readers and shit like this, and you could connect with them, like, they look very familiar. I remember that voice. I don't forget a voice. I don't forget a face. I don't forget this. I don't forget hands, because a lot of them don't show their faces. Then you only see their hands and shit like this. Or I remember that birthmark. Some of these people were the people that was aware of this, or the trade-off, or the people that was watching them do this to you or something, or they work for these facilities and shit like this. Okay, they remember you from a child or whatever like this. They just talking about the shit that they seen. They're not even psychic. They're not. All right. So, and some of us, we're only just now getting that. We've only just begun. Like that song. All right. And they prolong some of us because they know that we the ones that's really packing some type of information that they can really work with. So that's why some of us didn't get our little MVP envelope, or my envelope, please, is what I call it. Some kind of, like, to tell your real motherfucking identity. You didn't get that. And these people like seeing you struggle trying to figure it out because they know you already activated. But we got somebody with purple socks. Okay? Little S, big S. Some of you could have been spliced. I said sliced. Shit, I hope not. So you could have been spliced, or you could have been cloned several times. But if your name start with S, the bigger version of you and your forever young version could be royal. Or like I said, if you was well, I don't like to talk about this part, but we'll just leave it like that. We'll keep it on the theory of, especially some of these men that have this power that could be carrying feminine energies, or they were taken over by a feminine, like a host that was taken over with a feminine, entity or something. Some of these families or some of these people, like China got a clone of you, Russia got a clone of you, whatever like this. So when you wake up, you're like, damn, my stomach was a little bit smaller than this yesterday, or why these pants don't fit, and I had them on Tuesday, it's only Thursday, some shit like this. Sometimes, it could just be bloating and shit like this, but sometimes something else is being done. Okay. And, somebody, all I'm saying is like that. Somebody got royal DNA, but there's a clone out of here that's like made by Asia. Then it's not a royal. So people could be trying to knock off certain clones. Do you get what I'm saying? All right. If you got a celebrity look-alike or something, that might, you could have an inheritance that you didn't know. But if you're a star seeds to me, it's people that could be like you know, somebody was like hanging with the band, and they could have been messing around with somebody that's in a group or something back, during maybe like not Chitlin circuit, but as it advanced, one of the groupies or something that hang around with a group, and you know they end up getting pregnant by somebody and shit like this, and you didn't know that your daddy was really this, or do some kind of splicing program, they was taking this DNA or something like this, trying to do like God did to create these people with 33 strands, 36 strands, 46 strands, and you might got like look like a lot of celebrities and a lot of different people and shit that in history and ancient times and stuff. You could see your features in some of these people that's publicized in our history books or things like this. Okay. um some of this was a plan or the agenda here. All right. um for some of you to, like, they want to feel like they put you on that pedestal and pumped you up, and they can just drop you right off of it. So if you just fall like that and you let these motherfuckers tell you something, you might well, or you bend or you buckle, you got to know. So while these people was running around here knowing what your social security number is, doing this with your kids and all this other shit, you might have been getting to know yourself, and you gonna be standing longer and stronger than these motherfuckers gonna be standing. See, all this shit is happening for a reason. Ain't nothing to be scared of. You know what I'm saying? Because if they was going to kill your ass, you've been dead already. You might be about to die tomorrow. I don't know. But, at least you fought a good fight. You didn't just sit there. Okay? So, this could be something. Somebody might be like, oh, you telling the secrets. These programs is already, this is done. This is shit that was doing, they were doing this 60 years ago. They not, I promise you, they not doing the same thing. They're not doing the same thing no more. Yeah, it's going to be in the same thing, like I told y'all about the peer-to-peer communication that started with Napster. You thought it, because the cat got some headphones on his head back in the 90s with AOL, you thought it's just about listening to music or something, but this was about stealing people's information. That mean that you could have been in class with Rebecca, and she could, when you was studying for that test that night, she was just watching what you was doing or something like this, and about to do the same thing when she go to school tomorrow. This is what this is. Okay? And then you wake up scrambled like, dang, I studied for that test last night. Why I can't remember nothing? Because somebody done already, you know. You see what I'm saying? It matters. Okay? Somebody that already, like, these are the super rich, cool kids. Okay? I thought I seen somebody light on. These are like the super rich, cool kids or whatever, and they're not gonna get away with this. They like the tarot readers say they doing this and they doing this or whatever like this. But if we could find real, you know, the names about this shit or the real laws or something like this, it could get shut down because a lot of law is in the Bible. Okay, yeah, we can manifest this. Somebody can be manifesting this now. Okay, with some ancestors to make something right. Somebody already knows the truth. They're waiting for to hear the other person out there in the world that know the truth too. All right. It's almost like a time. It's like God's timing. Okay, now we ready. Like that. And somebody could be mad and jealous and envious because they thought we was gonna live off that shit that Umar Johnson then was talking about, and Bobby Hemmett and shit. Yeah, it's important. It's good that we would brief some of that stuff, but this is talking about something totally different. We got to get a grip on what this shit actually really is, and some people are. They're not talking about it. They ain't whatever like this or on here like me. For me, I feel like I am the one that delivers something, but people like, well, we out here getting it or something like this. It's like, okay, but I'm gonna get mine too, or whatever belong to me. I don't want nothing what belong to me, or what somebody thought they was taking from me. I don't want nothing else extra. I just want what the fuck is due to me. In a situation, if there was 100 people and 99 people got theirs, and they thought, oh, this bitch been off the server since 1980, she don't even know about this. Let's just take hers too. Matter of fact, let's see who is the one that's gonna be the most abundant in the future. It's gonna be that bitch. Yeah, let's not tell her. So we'll just spend our money, and we'll get our opportunities, and we'll do this, and we'll go into these portals and stuff like this. And then when we run out, we'll just start digging into that one. Flying monkeys. Okay, even though you cared about these people or something like this, you was a decent person to these people. Okay. There could be a star seed that's in the upright that can know the truth about this. Okay. All right. There's also a star seed that want to trade places. I feel like a star seed want to be in a third party situation. And you like, excuse me? Okay? Because these two people are moving forward here. This person is left confused. Excuse me? In the back. About what did you how did y'all do that? But it's because somebody wrote something the wrong way. All right? And they could have took somebody's purple socks or your royal highness. They could be saying that they're working for you. They could have had to wait for a certain amount of time or something like this. But I'm getting that South Node energy is here. Could you imagine you being with your man or your woman or something like this? You find out that they are part of one of these secret service or secret societies or something like this. And this motherfucker come back to you. They can't live without you. Now you done move forward with this motherfucker. You done left me back here like, I wonder what happened. I had to piece all this stuff together. And these people got the nerve. Even if somebody say, well, I ain't sleep with this person. We was just working on your stuff. Still, you got the nerve, motherfucker. Well, whoever this is. There could be some legal issues here. They won't admit it, but yeah, a love offer. This could be tradition for some of these people to hold people back so that they could be the one to bring you back a love offer or something. But this is an ending with this shit. It ends with me. And somebody is surprised. Because it's got to be somebody, somebody got to be deranged. Or you would have to be somebody that dealt with somebody cheating. Like, what you think about this? Somebody come back and say, okay, we made it or whatever. And, I love her so much, I don't know what to do. But, I can't live without you. This got to be somebody like a pimp that, he got a woman, but he can sleep with his hoe still. I mean, whatever somebody floats somebody boat, that's your business. This got to be somebody that's like a playboy, or this got to be somebody that done been in a relationship with somebody, and this person be like, I forgive you. I found them panties and stuff like this, or I found her ID and shit in the car with them panties. She left her whole purse. Yeah, Christopher, I'm tired of this shit. And they just so drained. Like, you know what? If we all gonna be getting money, fuck it. I guess we could just be together as a threesome. I I don't know. Okay, something like this. So we got the intuitive Cav energy with like galactic energy or whatever going on behind this person's head. All right, somebody could be a Leo, for sure. All right, but somebody is a thief or they stole something from somebody. Okay, and somebody is in emotional pain. It don't have to be you or me. It could be this person. This is the astronaut here. Somebody could have stole somebody's person. Something like this. I don't know how they're doing this. It's almost like I told you, these people are on a whole different separate server than us. And these people are lustful, or they want to. It's not like I want to buy that new coat, bitch, that fur coat. Oh, but I gotta save up like $300. That bitch is raw. I want to get it. This is what they doing to us. These could be people that went to school with you, or you seen them start a YouTube channel or something like this. So, like, even if we say that higher up people, elites, was doing this, there was only 1%, remember, of the elites. But now if they drop it down to YouTube, everybody, there got to be about a billion people that got like a billion subscribers or a million subscribers on YouTube. So these people are getting some type of, like, who wants to be owned by a YouTuber? I don't know about that. They're trying to do something that they seen being done on a level some kind of way, but it's just too, yeah, somebody's concerned here. I don't know who, or who want to know that somebody put these people in a program, and some girl that you fought in high school that never got over it, she work at some kind of something right now, and you come to find out, if you do a little bit too much digging, or if source speak to you, that the bitch that you fought, okay, in the 8th grade, and you won that fight, and this person was humiliated. This person now went through some kind of process here where they can purchase you. and make your life a living hell because of what you did, because you beat their ass when they ran up on you in the city. They thought they about to whoop your ass, but they got their ass whooped. And so now this person is now this is some kind of sinister, like somebody is like a nerd. This is like a different kind of thing. Like the people that wasn't getting none, this is something else, and now they want to have, like, it's not like, oh yeah, you didn't want to talk to me back then and look at me now at the not the family reunion, but at the school reunion, and my suit is the most expensive one in here, and now all you bitches want to, somebody just can't grow up and say, you know what, that was high school, I'm over that shit, look at me now, and go in there and just be normal. Just be normal. Maybe even dress normal, not even over the top or nothing like this, because nobody's trying to do that when they go to no fucking school reunion. I don't think. I never been to one, but I don't think that nobody's doing that. If you got it like that, you're going to try to pull out all the stops, all right? So instead of just enjoying it, it's somebody like, really like feeling themselves or treating people badly and stuff now or something like this, okay? Or at the reunion, they do like a petty crime, like, you know, they was spying on you and they was going to invite you to this thing and then show all your pictures of you looking bad or something like this, and everybody's just like horrified or laughing or whatever. But the funny thing is, all these people could have been watching you from behind the scenes all the time already. They knew what the fuck you look like. They know you don't brush your hair every day. They know you be just sitting on the couch doing nothing or whatever this is, or just raising your kids. They know you be yelling sometimes. You know what I'm saying? They know you. So like somebody could have went further than that and not share with this small community of people around you. They could have went bigger than that and showed it to, I don't know, something. Okay. So somebody's concerned about some kind of abuse that might be about to stop. Okay. There could be a halt to some type of initiation ritual. I don't ever want to be in no club, so it don't matter when, I'm not gonna do, even after the past couple of years y'all been doing this, past, couple decades or something, I'm not doing it that way. Not. So we got destruction here. There is some kind of destruction gonna come here, and that could just be because somebody decent, and these people, somebody looks stupid already. They just do. You know what I'm saying? Unbothered energy in reverse. They look stupid. If they got your kid and your husband and you don't even know it or something like this, they even look stupider. And now somebody's pathway is blocked. Okay? The change is coming. All right? Somebody could have been having your identity since you was 1 year old. And now you have to go through this awakening here. Okay? But somebody's trying to manipulate everything. Message. Somebody could be getting a message here that whatever they was building here, somebody could be a fire sign, very heavy. Destruction is coming. Legalities is coming. Imprisonment is coming. Somebody could have listened to that woman, a snake, a divine feminine. Somebody could have listened to the woman, and now they don't get the gift. Or she ain't got the gift, or you ain't got the gift, and somebody is surprised here by that. Somebody is surprised that you don't love them. This could be somebody that you thought you fucking knew. And then come to find out that this is the energy I'm picking up behind me of this motherfucker. You thought you was about to get around these people and do some shit like that and come back to me? Motherfucker, I'm expecting my nigga to invite everybody there. You know what I'm saying? For a reunion or something, and blow that bitch to pieces. You know what I'm saying? Without getting caught. You know what I'm saying? Breach everybody motherfucking account, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just talking though. Okay? So rainy days for somebody about to mean something. With this entity attachment here. This could be you or me that somebody's claiming this is happening to, or somebody else is like something, because unexpected income is in reverse here. Okay? Like I said, these people ain't really talking to us. We're just picking up this information or this intel, Some of these memories don't have to be yours. It could feel, you could speak of it like it's a memory that, like, I don't know why I'm thinking about this and what could, this ain't, this might be the side of a story that you was young, you walked in the room, you heard a fight, or you broke up a fight between your parents or something like this. But what you didn't get was what started that fight before you came up in there. All this time you could have been, excuse me, looking at your mama or your daddy like you ain't shit. But now, since you're going through this particular awakening, or your brain is moving a little bit more um, accurately, faster, um, more advanced, now you're able to kind of go back and jog back and see especially in the cases when somebody thought that they saw their parent kill somebody. A lot of this stuff could have been happening too, for them to get people's parents and stuff caught up so they could take people's children. You know, the thing for you on the other side of this could be self-love. Okay, somebody trying to say, I ain't never seen nobody fight that hard for themselves, or something like this, and somebody is saying something, you do, and you loved other people or something like this, and so something's coming to an end here. And I'm telling you, whoever this fire sign that want to keep doing this to you is they're shocked, and people is in awe and surprise, because somebody's not about to stay in poverty here. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Depending on what love yourself mean, because a lot of people throw that shit around. That could be endlessly speaking up for yourself and other people, or situations that could be constraint, because like a constraint for you or something like this. A lot of people look at this as something else. No, that's the biggest. Okay? When ain't nobody else, or ain't nobody backing you, that's the biggest form of it to me. So we got the ace king. This might be your A1. Excuse me. The ice king in reverse. A lot of this stuff is about miscommunication, y'all. All right? But it's too late. There's an ending here. Okay? Jealous girl in town. Fellas. Ooh, baby. All right? And then we have real love, and then legal something here. All right, legal matters. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. I'm getting like super, before I fall asleep in this car, because y'all know I supposedly have narcolepsy. And so before I fall asleep in this car, let me, with this window down and doors open and all this shit, let me go in the house, because my eyes can't stay open. Maybe I'll come back in a minute. This could be just like a quickie 15-minute little nap or something. But I don't want to play no games. Yeah, somebody is saying that something is in the air, but there is no other air to anything. Somebody's trying to make a child of yours or something your heir. This is considered a child going against his mother. And somebody's trying to make it seem like that's not what it is here in somebody's case. Somebody could have even reincarnated a other woman from a past lifetime through your womb and raised it close to them, and knew, so they could keep an eye on it. Might not even be no freaky shit. In some of these cases, it's not. In rare cases, or I'm hearing it's pretty much a lot of these cases, it's not. They're just embarrassed about how you take. But in an aspect like that, you can't say that it can't be. Like, that's a fucking bold move, or that's like very fucking narcissistic. If you got a chance that your husband or your wife or your other half or something would pick up on the fact that that was done to them, and you fake loved them or was with them, or you took everything from them, or did these secret court, you gonna get your shit. Oh, it's gonna be given to you. But now, I don't even want to say how many cases. I'm just can pick up that I'm saying it could be one. I ain't even saying it's yours or mine or nothing. Somebody use your womb to bring somebody back because they found the scientific something to do it, and so they stayed with you while you raised the children. A lot of people break up, like, where they say the empty nest syndrome breaks up families and stuff like this or whatever like that. Well, some people spliced or bred the child, you carried it, and this is who somebody ran off with your fucking money. or with your new opportunities, or with your Ace of Cups, or your gifts, or your knowledge, or something like this. You ain't good enough to present your good ass information. We gonna use your, thank you for your contributions. We're gonna use your, because you know when Bobby him and them got on the scene, they was going, you know, having them damn meetings and shit. Everybody like, oh, I gotta get up in there. Somebody, they didn't even want you to have that much of a body or a following or something like this. You can have a silent, you can be fully silent. That's why you got to keep on, it don't matter. Because some of us didn't start this shit on recognition or none of that. You could tell. Because, I mean, if your channel was like this, you would have been fucking gave up a long time ago. I think I got like 100,000 or some crazy ass amount of videos on my channel, y'all. And I ain't never accept not one motherfucking donation. Not even ask for one or nothing. And some people are like, well, bitch, you stupid. But that's because you want to be in show business, or you wanted to see, this is what's gonna be the division between some people, or you know, where people gonna realize who is the real royal or the regal person or something like this, regardless how they carry themselves. That, you see what I'm saying? This is how a motherfucker gonna see it. All right. Hold on one second. I'll be back, y'all.